A lot of artists nowadays, they do studies that don't actually improve their art consistently. My name is Jose Vega and I've been working as a senior environment concept artist for over a decade in the video games, animation, and movie industry. And so in this one-on-one mentorship video program that I run, I share with you a clip where I give the student 2 methods of studying. One of them is studying pretty much video games and the final product and how to do that, and also how to study and break down your references into simple forms. And a lot of the time, the more intentional that we are about how we study, the more productive it's going to be and the more it's going to help us in our skills as an artist. Let's check the video out. Yeah, Diablo 4 was a cool game. I played it at the beginning, but I stopped playing. I don't play much games anymore, but it's a beautiful game. Like, if you like, I will play just to watch the environments and how they did things. And this is actually how I study. Like, I don't do a lot of like actual studies, but I'll show you here.
Yeah, same for that type of stuff. There's so many movies that I would never watch if it wasn't because I want to see like the art direction or what they've tried to do with environments or designs. Yeah. I mean, for me personally, Bloodborne is like, from Software, do some of the best video games out there, obviously. But Bloodborne is like next level for its Lovecraftian, Victorian via Dark Souls. Yeah. The best.
So like I was spending a lot of time and I was spending a lot of time just grabbing screenshots like this, right? And I would think about all the foundational design stuff that they were trying to accomplish here. And so I'm looking at sometimes when we do like ground with grass, it's just the ground and the grass, right? And this is a low res image, unfortunately, but I'm always looking at, if I just look at the ground part, right? I just the ground part here, there's so much layering of different things, right? You got a little bit of water, you got bigger rocks, you got smaller rocks, you have which is what I was talking about earlier, the way that 2 elements connect to each other and that line of connection, like how do they do that? So if I look at it here, right, there's like a drier, less wet sort of mud closer to the grass, right, and a more wet mud into the center, right? That transition of all those different elements, and this is a really hard image, low res, but I would spend like a long time just like observing and trying to define those things, right? And then that way I can just start incorporating it into your own work. The type of camera, how they're pushing things into the distance, the textures that they're using, how they're applying those textures and all that. I get more of a lesson by observing than trying to just copying it by painting it or drawing it. I'll grab images like this, and you don't have to show me this stuff, but even in your own time as you observe, like I will look at the perspective of this, right? Like what's happening, where's the horizon line, like why are these lines going in that direction, and I will really just like saturate my mind with that. Like if I look at this image, okay, the perspective is here, low camera angle, I'm seeing the bottom faces of the elements because the camera is low, right? So how can I portray that? How is that? How are the forms? So like when I'm looking at images, right? How can I take these images and maybe break it down into like simpler shapes? And so like I'm looking at the form, right? So I'm seeing the bottom of the shin here, right? So if this was a cube, right? I'm seeing the bottom of it, seeing the front and the side, right? If this is the arm, like how would I break that into a smaller, simple cube, right? So this is the front. I seen a little bit of the side and the top part of it, right? The arm is sort of like going in this direction here. seeing the front, seeing the side, and I'm looking at it from the bottom, right? So all that stuff, like I can do that in my mind, right? But if I were to actually draw it, like how would I break that? How would I break this face up? Probably longer like this, right? This person is looking up. So this is sort of the perspective of that, right? So I'm seeing the side, the back, and the top, right? This person is a little bit flatter. Right? And so all that stuff is extremely useful. And so these are the two of the methods that I like to use as studies to be a little bit more intentional with the things that I'm studying and how I study in order to improve my art. And if you're interested in any of that, I run two types of mentorships. One is a small group mentorship that runs for 4 weeks, and another one is a one-on-one mentorship program that runs for 90 days. If you're interested in that, make sure that you check the links down below. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below.